Hello again, everyone. County Executive Mark Hackel, John Paul Rea, just giving you some of our updates dealing with the coronavirus issue that we've got going on throughout the entire country, but more specific how we're responding to it here in Macomb County. I first want to, again, give another one of those condolences to Detroit Police Department with the loss of their captain. We know just the other day they had the loss of one of their dispatchers. Our thoughts and our prayers are with them at this time. Obviously, first responders are near and dear to myself, and all of us really rely upon public safety. So our thoughts and our prayers are with you. With that being said, we've had a few incidents here in Macomb County. The numbers currently that we have here in this county when it comes to the actual positive tests from the health department. 225
cases throughout the county, and unfortunately 3 deaths at this time have been confirmed, Mark.
And so those numbers do rise, and it's unfortunate. The information, we just redesigned our website, and again, tremendous amount of information. If people want to go to macombgov.org, again, I remind them, macombgov.org. At your fingertips is a tremendous amount of information, and we're going to talk a little bit about some of those icons that are on that website for not only for information but for assistance that you might want to give to us and others that are looking for that. But with the information, it's incredible. We've got these graphs. If you want to hold a couple of those up there, John Paul, information about where demographics, talking about age groups, gender related, how many people are impacted or affected by it, communities, where are the hot spots in and around the county. And the hot spot one, as I try to remind people when we talk about that, it's not to put fear into people, it's to get them to become aware. Information is powerful and it's key. So we're trying to get as much information out to the public as we can. We're doing it through this website. It is probably the most robust website that we have available. And again, we've done a great job with it. So please visit macombgov.org for information so that you can kind of get a sense of what really is going on, because it is a real issue, and yet we don't want to scare people, panic people, but we want them to understand the reality of what we're dealing with here.
Yeah, Mark, Bill Radilla, Dr. Lokar over at the Health Department have been trying to develop new ways to get this information out to the public. Clearly, when we get those big numbers out there, it's shocking statistics, but the more we can localize that information, the better everyone throughout Macomb County can take that personal responsibility, keep deploying that social distancing, and ensure their friends and family are safe during these uncertain times.
Yeah, we appreciate the efforts by all those folks in the healthcare industry, in particular our health department. They've been doing a fantastic job. Also available on the actual site itself, they're what they call food resources map, where it's not only where restaurants that might be open for carry out, but believe it or not, people that are looking for food assistance. And there is a lot of that right now. There is a need. There are a lot of people that right now, whether it's a vulnerable population or people in need of assistance, are getting that through various sources. And one of those sources, I got to tell you, the schools and the ISD have done an incredible job of recognizing kids are out of school, but they still need meals. And we're seeing some great volunteerism and support on behalf of the teachers.
Mark, what Mike DeVault and the entire network of our 21 school districts have been doing is incredibly inspiring, whether it's getting meals to families in need, ensuring that kids have the resources that they need in these times too, but also working with our network of over 60 pantries throughout the county. Folks are out there, they're willing to help. Also, our Macomb food program has been doing a wonderful job as far as packaging those shelf-stable items and getting them out to the public too. So again, you go to macombgov.org, you can hit that food resource guide map, and it highlights every single food pantry or food resource that's around the county and how you can get in contact with them.
Yeah, and it'll help you locate exactly where the school resources are that they're helping out within the communities. It talks about the food pantries and even your local retailers, the people that are actually out there still trying to stay open and provide that carry out meals for you as well. So incredible amount of information that's available. Just go to macombgov.org for that information. We're also looking for support, and people are always reaching out to try to figure out how do we help out as far as volunteerism, and even with some of the resources that might be needed as far as equipment, the personal protection equipment that some of these hospitals and stuff need. Warren Woods Baptist Church just donated 6,000 of these masks for 3 of our healthcare providers here in Macomb County. And so with that being said, a shout out to them for reaching out to us. We did have them delivered and we spread them out amongst the hospitals, but they're in tremendous need of other supplies as well. Gloves, masks, shields, even some of the garb that they wear inside these facilities. And we know people have them at home, or maybe some other company or business that's not open. We would really like that support, and you can get that to us, or the information to us, by just going on macombgov.org. There's something you can click on for donations.
Yeah, the How You Can Help tab will not only illustrate some of those critical items that are needed, not only by our healthcare systems, but those other community service organizations. So if you know of anyone that has these resources, whether at home or at a business, this is the time where everyone can step up around the community and help those that need it in the most critical time right now.
And we've identified some areas where people can help us as far as volunteers, and we've identified that. We know people want to reach out, so people can actually go on the website again and try to get us fill out a form that they're willing to volunteer, and we will try to figure out how do we make that connection with the needed I guess areas where we are looking for that support, and the personality or the person that might be best suited to help us in those particular areas.
Yeah.
So that was put on by our Macomb Community Action.
Yep, Community Action has been doing those volunteer onboardings. It's one of those things that as folks come in through the portal, we appropriately vet those individuals, find out where their skill set can be best deployed, and more importantly, make sure that it responds to an emerging community need.
And, it's interesting because we hear about all the challenges, and we're trying to update people on information, not scare them, but come to the realization, that stay home, stay safe, save lives order on behalf of the governor is important. And again, if you look at the facts and figures that are on our website, you'll understand that this is a real issue. But again, try to save one another. But I got to tell you, there was a heartwarming story that I'd seen on Channel 7. It was Heather Cataldo. She did a story about a local guy, a local man who actually grew up in St. Clair Shores, went to Wayne State University, is now working for a medical facility who they believe has paved the way for a vaccine, a possibility of actually finding a vaccine for this coronavirus. And with Jason McClellan, I think his name is, Jason McClellan. And family still lives in and around the area, but could you imagine, I mean, as a kid growing up, you never think about something like this. Here's a local kid going to the local schools, Wayne State University, all of a sudden now he's in the midst of trying to help his company or a business try to figure out, can we come up with some kind of a cure? And they're on the verge of possibly finding something that might be, I guess, sustainable.
Mark, the innovation, the human spirit that is definitely bubbling up around the community and around the globe is something that truly is going to help carry us through this. And it's going to give individuals not only an outlet to ensure that we're helping care for the community, but develop new ways to combat these things into the future.
It's interesting because I read the story, and as I was kind of reading through it, an associate professor in molecular biosciences. It's like I don't know if a kid ever thought about getting into something like that, but now this gentleman is kind of going to be not only a local hero, but probably a national hero for his efforts and what he's doing to try to help us, not only cure this issue, but make sure that people can possibly be immunized into the future. So credit goes out to him, and I imagine his family and friends are very proud of him, especially those that are still here and possibly are listening to this. So thanks for his efforts. Thanks to all of those that are in the healthcare industry trying to help us resolve this problem while we're dealing with it. But most importantly, you need to help us be part of the solution. Again, stay home, stay safe, and save lives. Once again, thank you for joining us, and we'll continue to update you as best we can with the information we have here in Macomb County.